Okay, this is going to be a external oil filter adapter kit installed on a 2002 Yamaha vstar Classic. I kind of already started. I know I shouldn't have. I should have waited to start the video before I started. But so far, when you begin, you're going to want to start by removing this brake pedal. It sits like this. There's two bolts. You will need to remove those two first, and then those two second, and then unhook your plug, gently lower this down, oops, so you're not breaking anything. And this is actually mounted up here. You're going to want to remove it too. And then you start by removing these two bolts, because you have to take this whole exhaust off to be able to remove this. I'm going to pause the video, remove this exhaust, and then I will be right back. Okay, so before you start removing these two, this is my first time doing this, obviously, you need to come and remove, it's kind of dark in here, let me get my flashlight, these bolts, you need to remove those. There's two of them, this one and then this one right here. Take those off. It's going to loosen your exhaust a little bit so you can kind of roll it out of the way to get to the bottom bolt on the exhaust up there. Okay, so I lied to you when I said you take these off. You don't. There's two bolts underneath to hold the bottom exhaust on. You take the bottom exhaust off, pry it out just a little bit so it makes enough space so you can get a socket around this nut up here. Gonna take it off. Be right back. Okay, so now that it's unbolted, go ahead and slide it off. Okay, don't slide it off, just pull it out of the way so you have access to all these, so you can put this adapter kit on it to mount the external oil filter on this bar right here. Okay, so that Yamaha plate right there, don't even bother taking it off. It's just a cover. Doesn't help anything. Okay, so loosen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you got an oil pan right here or something to catch the oil, because that's where your internal oil filter is going to go, and the adapter is going to slide into. Once you have this cover off, just go ahead and wiggle this out. You're going to need that gasket, so make sure you save it. You see the filter in there? Just kind of stick your finger in there and pull it out. Take it, set it over here in the oil pan. Got oil all over me. Shit. Can you see? Still nice and clean. Time for an oil change though, definitely. That shit is nasty. And that was full synthetic. So the first thing you want to do is take the O-ring, the black O-ring, off of this little piece and put it on this one, because you're going to need that. Or if you want, you can go buy a brand new one. But this one, mine was still pretty good, so I just used it instead. Once you got it on there, just take it, slide it in. Alright, that's in. These are gonna go. Oh shit. Ah, that's funny. Slide it in. These hoses are gonna go behind this pipe. It comes with its own bolts. The two long ones go in this hole and this hole, and the short one goes in this hole. Yeah, and earlier when I said you needed to remove this I lied. You don't need to. Make sure you tighten it back up. Remember to take this O-ring, put it on the bottom. Okay, we got this all bolted up. These hoses tucked behind here, like so. I got a shitty light, sorry about that. Okay, so before you tighten this up, it's easier if you just go ahead and attach this to it. And then there's 3 little copper washers that go on each of these on the outside, if you see them in there. Little bitty copper washers. Make sure you put them on before you tighten this up. Okay, and this little piece, this little thing right here, is going to mount onto this bar right here. So it sits on there, like so. So one more time, I was wrong. Do not connect these two together. When mounting this, it puts too much tension on it and you can't get it to sit right in here to put these bottom pieces on. Leave these two disconnected when you mount this. Okay, so once you have everything mounted, gonna want to go ahead and screw that reservoir on there first, and then screw these bolts on, leave the exhaust off because I'm polishing everything, and then I'm gonna put it all back together, probably take it apart one more time, and then it's done. Thanks, I hope it helped.